journey. Different battles, same mission. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central.
Listen, they walk through fire, bodies weary, spirits tested, but from the ashes they rose brighter.
Welcome in, you guys, to Radiant Within is our segment today. How are you feeling, girl?
Girl, I've been sleeping, so today I don't feel too radiant.
We're going to fix that. I promise we are going to fix that. Let's pull out her inner light, everyone.
I could
Go
just
with
do
me.
this and feel the radiance.
Beauty sleep is definitely underrated. We were just talking this morning about that being such not a talked about tool. Sleep is a
There,
tool, you guys.
it is. It is.
It,
There's so many people that think rest is overrated. I
no.
think that's the best way to say it. A lot of people think that rest is overrated because they don't realize that rest is going to fuel your body just like food would fuel your.
Food. I agree, girl.
Yep. So good start to the day. I'm already feeling more radiant now as we talk.
Good. And you look beautiful. So we couldn't tell that you hadn't slept. You still have that same shine in your face and your eyes. They tell everything. And I love that we can sit here and be there for each other and still show up in our purpose. If you guys had any idea, literally right before we pressed go, devastating text. Like, I know you guys can relate to this. Well, you can be like, and that's another thing. I wanted to talk about ego today, and that kind of segues into ego somehow. Don't be trying to one up your people. Be there for them, relate to them, be like, well, my thing was, you know what? It's relative, right? It's relative. You have issue dealing with something in a different way that somebody else may not, and vice versa.
Yeah, that all makes us one. We're all going through something. All
Agreed.
going through something. Just depends on how we deal with it.
And that is the strength in it. That is another thing I would call an inner beauty, Denise, when you just said how we deal with it, how you come at some of these things, and your silence or not really gives you a superpower, a sense of how far you've grown or not. Like, look at the way you've reacted in the past and the way you would react now. I know for me, it's a significant difference because I utilize those tools, the sleep, the eat. I always say the advocacy, the people, the tribe.
Yeah, for sure. It makes a big difference, and I think as we grow up, like you said, as we grow up, we grow bigger, maybe. As we grow up, we grow bigger and not necessarily just bigger, but we
Right.
grow up our minds, our strengths, our outlook on all of the things as we change, because somebody was, I heard this the other day that every 10 years we change. Did you know that? Every 10 years we change. I could see that because
That
you
makes
think
sense.
in 10-year increments, you grow in a different way. And I know that mentally, physically, and all of the things I've changed in about 10 years. So you do grow, you change, and you learn how to deal with it a little in different ways as we grow. And then you surround yourself with those tribes.
Agreed.
Make it
I,
even
I changed the banner. Sorry. It is October. We are in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I
better.
did say, welcome into Radiant Within. We are trying to make little titles for you guys. We are really trying to put it all in and just trying to find where we fit in to this whole place. I don't see enough spaces like this. I do have another space that I do want to do a lot of collabing with on ANN, and we can talk about that later. But just putting out that they kind of do a little more mystical side of this, which I'm absolutely into. And again, I always say creation makes us go further. that instead of the competition, oh, big deal, you won. But if
Yep.
we all do it together, we all win together. If I'm going, who said it yesterday? If I'm out, it was Papa. If or no, it was Trevor. If I'm out and I'm drinking and you're only having a sip because you are low on money, you're partying with me. You're going with me. I'm bringing you with me. And I was like, I feel that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to leave anybody behind. I don't want to leave any stone left unturned. That's why I always encourage you guys to please engage in the comments. If something's resonating with you,
Yep.
engage. Let us know where you're coming from. Thank you, Stacy, for coming in over here. Thank you guys so much. She's over on our YouTube. Our links are in our bio. We want to hear from you. We created this space for not just us, but for you as well, to learn how to grow, to teach us how to grow. Everyone.
Everyone.
Right?
See,
I'm gonna go get a pillow because this is killing me. I'll be right back.
I don't sing as good as you do. I think that's a great way to go with it too. Is we do want to hear from you guys. We want to help you. You guys will help us grow with what you give us. So when y'all tell us little things that you want us to look into, that's going to help us, and then we're going to learn more, and we're definitely going to investigate more, right? So then we're going to just learn a little bit more. We're a little bit more even now.
I know. I was like, I gotta do something here. It's
I
just
should be
kicking
the
my
short one
booty.
though. We've had that talk before.
I know you are the short one. I had no idea how tiny she was. I feel like a gargantuous lady, several inches taller. I'm several inches taller than Denise. Not just a couple, but several freaking inches. So
Several, and we won't go into how
yeah.
several would be. We will talk about that.
This is way more comfy. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is about to be a part of our show. Thank you. What's up, Steven? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in over at Facebook. I hope you are having the best day ever. If not, hope you learn to create one, which is what we're here doing. So, girl, you just said something to me. You're like, I'm tired. I'm just blah.
Mhm.
And we're over here seeing the inner beauty because I see your compassion. I see what you're doing with your little neighbor. We talked about this yesterday. If you guys don't know, she doesn't have to do this. She's actually looking after her little neighbor's dog, not just a family member, not a friend, but now a friend, right? A neighbor, and going out and do that. And that makes you so beautiful to me. And I'm sure it does to other people. And you think about inner beauty and what makes someone beautiful, no matter what they look like on the outside. And this is where, what's up, Tank? What's up? What's up, Jeff? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in over at YouTube. You guys, please drop some comments
Welcome
of
in.
what makes someone beautiful to you. Y'all know advocacy for me. That's going to be my answer. When I see somebody advocating for someone else, doing the things, that is so beautiful to me. But what are some things, like you, Denise? What do you think defines like an inner beauty beyond anything that skin could provide?
I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like advocacy is probably one of the biggest, brightest things from inside that someone could do, right? Is just the way they acknowledge things and the way they want to help someone. Just any of those things. Just integrity is another one.
I love that answer. That's one of my favorite words, actually.
Stacy said passion for humanity and for me, or for me. Yeah, I completely agree with that too. We all have to have some sort of compassion, right? So we have to have some sort of light within us to make us more radiant.
And maybe that's because of the dark we've been through. I always say you may not have those compassions. You can't have that empathy with people unless you've kind of experienced it yourself or seen it, like the effects of it from very close proximity, right?
Mhm.
So being able to do those things definitely for me that I can see come from the dark, which is why you don't shun the dark. You don't say, oh my God, will this stop happening to me? Yes, it sucks. Like the other day when that was going on, I just kept saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I knew there was something big to learn from it. And I've learned so much from it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I know you can relate to that as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. In so many ways, and it's not just from one little thing. It's multiple different things. That's what we learn from, um, and we just try to have to we have to try to just think about it in a positive manner so it just doesn't dig us a hole and we feel swallowed.
What I feel right now we're all being swallowed by is this this Instagram model situation, and good for you if you're beautiful and you have those things and you can take care of yourself. But you know, some of these people, when they open their mouths, it all changes. And I think people should quit focusing on that external that is giving you a self-worth doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is a problem to me. You know, again, if you want to be beautiful and try to make yourself and enhance your beauty, that's great. I'm all for that. Okay. I have a boutique. I do my makeup, I do my hair, I do my jewelry, I do all the things every day. Quite the opposite of this naturally beautiful woman next to me. Not that our hearts are any different, we just appear different. But when you're doing those things, make sure your inner and your outer match.
Yep. Yeah.
And
And
those
make sure
people
that
that
happens.
exactly, you know, make sure those things match. And even step further, you're not, I feel like those, that worth should not be put there. I feel like that worth again should be put in how you are compassionate for others, like Stacy said, how you do advocate for others during times that you've been through, that you've gotten through, however that may be, however that may look, even if it's just sitting with the person in the dark.
Yeah.
However that looks for you. Oh,
Yeah.
please, somebody, yay. We've got people added to the chat, added to the live over on Clapper. We are multi-streaming everywhere. If you could like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We're always going to say that because we're trying to grow with you. And
That's
we
right.
want this to ripple everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely want to make a difference here. And, you know, there's just so many things about what you just said. Everybody feels like that's where that perfection is, Jarita, on the outside. And it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. If you do not have a beautiful inside, there's a problem. There's a problem because that changes the whole outlook of you. And I think it was the description that you gave yesterday that you were this handsome fella that you were tagging along with, and then as soon as you knew
As
his
soon as he opened his mouth, it just destroyed that
true
perfect
personality,
beauty. Exactly. Exactly that.
true
It did.
personality, it just turns off. And so, no matter what you look like on the outside, if you are not even pretty on the inside, it makes a huge difference. So always try to be that better person. Have that empathy, have that compassion, have that advocacy to help people and be with people and be there for people. And that's what makes the true beauty of a person for me. Hello.
I agree. I love it. I'm seeing all these new people. Thank you guys so much for stopping
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
taking this
yeah.
seconds to do these things with us. We've got all of our bestest folks in here, and I'm going to invite you up too. We're able on Clapper to do a couple of different things than we could do over on the other platforms. And again, I'm very grateful to you guys that are following our bio, the link in our bios over here on Facebook and YouTube. We will eventually get on TikTok. It's a little more finicky. I'm currently on a 7-day ban of going live through Restream over there. So whatever.
God.
I'm still pushing through and I'm still going live over here, pushing past all of that. So um I'm going to say, I want to say this. Your self-worth also does not be validated by anybody else but yourself.
Mhm.
We're sitting here talking about, you know, looking beautiful. If that's your thing and makes you feel good about yourself, great. But if
Mhm.
it's for somebody else, and what I mean by that, if that's motivating you and that's truly not what you want to do, and you'd rather be doing art because you know art saves lives. We will have merch soon. I
That's
cannot wait. And you'd rather be doing that than hitting the gym 80 times with that person, and that's the validation they put in you. Because I've dated somebody like that. Not because I don't want to look good, but because it was just so much, and that's not where my core value was, you know. Either have a conversation with that person or, you know, try to find a common ground or move on.
yeah,
There are so many things that you can do to still coexist with a person, but if those things are not compromised, if you don't have a compromise, please subscribe to me, Sanchez. If you aren't giving those compromise, then you know it may be time to reevaluate your situation, and that doesn't mean necessarily leaving, but leaving their opinion behind.
yep, Yeah.
and keep on doing you, boo boo. I
Yeah,
never say
and
that,
that's
but
not allowing them to make you feel less, right? Because there are people out there that, not that they do it intentionally too, they may have the best intentions, but sometimes those best intentions make you feel less, right? And
right.
so you have to look at that too, because even though I'm going to use that example of working out all the time or being in the gym all the time, and you being around that person and they making you feel like, hello, making you feel like you have to follow along with them, or you have to do exactly what they want to do. They could be doing it for the best intentions, but if it makes you feel less, then you want to retract. You want to reverse that. You don't want to let it bring you down, because then that's going to make you feel less, and then you're going to question your own self. So
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed. And then when you start doing that, you start feeling disconnected from
Mhm.
your inner beauty,
You do.
from that love for yourself.
Yep.
And I would like to touch real quick on what are ways you guys find your way back from that, because we've all got lost in that, in somebody else's invalid opinion of yourself. We always are fruitful ground, right? For that one negative comment. You'll have 100 comments on your new profile picture and you'll have one asshole. I
Mhm.
said it. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got something else to do that for me so I don't get in trouble. That one, you got one of them, right? Every single time.
Yep.
And why does that one comment just come over you like that? So I want to talk about that impeccable inventory of remembering those other comments, maybe even going back and reading those other comments over and over again, and maybe looking at that one comment. What about that is haunting you? Is there
Yeah.
something, maybe a truth in that of yourself that you've come in agreement with, or something that you've been programmed to come into agreement with? Like,
Mhm.
what are some things that you guys do, and you, Denise, can say, and everybody else in the comments? What are some things that you've done to bring yourself back to that self love when you've disconnected because of something like this?
Yeah. I want to hear from you, Jarita. You always put me on the hot spot, Mama. But I want to hear from you. But I also want to get words from the comments. I
Me
agree with
too.
her. What do you do to bring yourself from that? Because we've all gotten them. We've all gotten those negative comments, which makes what makes us question ourselves. We love you. We love you.
I
You
love you, Big and Blake. And oh my gosh, y'all, thank y'all so
know.
much for coming over. Thank
You
y'all
guys
so
are
much.
amazing, amazing, amazing. If you're on my social platforms, make sure that you follow along Jarita.
Thank you.
If
And
you're
vice
on
versa.
hers,
I
yeah,
mean, this is easy for me.
love this.
This is an easy question for me. So I will certainly answer it. Where I go when this happens for me is back to my tribe. Again, my tribe is such a useful tool.
Mhm.
I go in there and, again, sometimes you want to go in barrel ass saying everything that just happened and go off and you want to be validated. Sometimes when you go into that space, maybe just shut the F up. Maybe listen to the synchronicities that might come, the song that may come on,
Mhm.
a quote somebody may say.
Yeah.
Somebody may have saw a video. Oh, I want to share this.
Mhm.
Yes, and the guitar tribe. Look, okay. So Stacy says I'm still learning how to bring myself, self back to positive. I try to remember they are suffering, and I was just the outlet. Absolutely, a lot of people just go off because they have this need to take all the. When you're being ugly to someone, some other people may feel a relief to be ugly to you.
Yeah. And there's some stuff coming in on Clapper. Um, Rach, it says, I also read the Bible to tell me the reminder of what God thinks of me. So that's definitely another way to bring it out and pull yourself out of that. Um, whatever's pulling, I have a word, but it's right there and I can't get it out. But whatever's pulling you down, get into the Bible, get into the word, read it. If that's something that brings you out of that and gets you back into that self-love, do it. I'll say one thing, you know me, I'm all about working out. I'll go outside, I'll put my earbuds in, I'll start listening to music and start lifting, and it makes me feel better. Not that I'm doing it for the looks on the outside. I'm doing it for what it does
That's
for
just a
on
result.
the inside. Right. What it does for me on the inside. It just makes me feel stronger.
And that's a
So,
way to invoke that power of now that we're always talking about and
Mhm,
segue into what Blake said below on Facebook and the
mhm.
guitar. That is another, these music, your art. Art saves lives, witches.
That's
Art
right.
saves lives. So her art is her working out.
Yep.
There are so many things you can tap into. Thank you guys for engaging. This is amazing. And again, when you're struggling with self-love, you go in and do these things because the result is a good body, which causes confidence because you're healthy, you are toned up. It is music because you're letting exercise as an outlet for American over here on Clapper. It There are so many other byproducts of these things that we're talking about, you guys, and being around your friends in fellowship. Well, that maybe you make a connection. Oh, you know what? I can relate to this, and I also do this, this, and this, and now we have a collab on an Art Saves Live shirt,
Mhm.
just an example.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Um, but do you
While
hear the music?
while you're taking a breather, why don't we go ahead and bring up another awareness that we need to talk about today, and
Okay.
that is the survivors of human trafficking. Did y'all know that that was today? We want to acknowledge those people. We want to honor, we want to show that they are honoring that dignity, restoring their identity, and reminding this does remind us that beauty is not skin deep. These people that are coming from this and they've battled this and they're bringing themselves back from this, that's an inner beauty, that's an inner strength that they have, and that shines so much brighter than any diamond that could be on the outside of their body.
And they absolutely deserve that care, that love, the recognition, the voice.
Yep, absolutely. I 100% agree with you.
I can say that myself, I have definitely been a victim of grooming throughout my life. My mother was single. There were people in and out. There were friends, fathers, just weird stuff. And you get it to a point where you don't want to say anything because A, maybe no one will believe you. B,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you put yourself in the position.
Yep.
Or C, you've said something in the past and nobody's done anything anyway.
Yep.
There are so many horrific things that are attached to grooming and moving people, and to not be silent. And that makes me think, of an action I can do as soon as I hang up here. I want to make, and I love our Josie RN over here on Clapper. I want to go do a clap back for her in honor of that day today.
Yeah.
I love being that voice in that. I will never adhere to any of those ideologies. I
Yeah.
listened to something yesterday referring to it as poking a tear out of your eye and it remaking another one and another one and another one with regards to a child, and it just made me sick. And I absolutely, these are the demons that we talk about that walk among us, whatever word you have for it, spirit, demon, icky person, whether you believe in the mystical world or not is irrelevant. That's not right, right? I love talking to my dogs. Look, that's another one. That's a good one. For any of these, even for these people, these victims, is animal advocacy, man. Even
Yep.
if you don't have an animal or can't, you can still go to these shelters and be there for these animals. You can volunteer. You can do so much. Girl, I can go on and on. I'm sorry. Please
Yeah.
take the
No.
mic. Please take the mic.
No.
Thank you, Jackie.
Yes, thank you, Jackie. Welcome in. I'm glad to see you over here on Facebook.
Yes, me too.
We love all of the interaction that you guys are doing at Clapper. You are always on our side. Y'all are at our shoulders, just lifting us up, bringing us up. But the ones that
Angels.
are jumping over here and they're kind of giving us comments, this helps us see what we're getting, what's working, what's not working, because we still are a work in progress. We're trying to figure it all out. But when you guys make comments over here, JQ, hi, honey. So when
Awesome.
you guys come over here and y'all do that, you're helping us make this better for other people. We want to do this for everyone. We want to be able to be there and help people. So when y'all do that and y'all make these comments and we can see them, and that's why we're making sure that we repeat them, because we are letting you know that we are seeing them. Depending on how long it takes us to see it, then that's just something that we're trying to play with. We know that the The play is probably anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds, maybe even a little bit more off. So we're trying to see how much that's transitioning now. Now that we're trying to get everything set up and things are kind of flowing a little bit better for us, it kind of lets us know how far the conversation is behind us. So I just wanted to go ahead and throw that in there, kind of like a little intermission.
No, you're fine. I love it. I love it. I always want to take off that seriousness because again, that's how you get through these stages. It's
Yeah,
okay to be okay in the middle of this
yeah,
horrificness.
yeah.
That actually makes me think of a book that I read called The Traveler's Gift, and he goes through. I have the book in there. He goes through all these different scenarios, and one of them, my favorite, and I always say this quote from here. It's like it's real happenings, but a fiction thing happening during these times. So the historical things are happening that he's time
Yeah.
traveling through. But he's actually goes in with Anne Frank, and he's like, "How do you be okay during all of this?"
Yeah.
And she says, "I'm happy because I sing." It's okay also to be okay and have intermissions in between your stuff, you guys. That survivor guilt is something that can eat people alive. And I'm here to tell you, it's okay. You don't have to have that. That you're out here, I have a responsibility, I think, because I've gone through these things. And we talk about that every day in here. Just
Yeah.
a responsibility to bring awareness because again self-awareness is what's going to change the world.
Oh, it won't let me do anything.
I know we're like sitting over here blocking people and getting rid of stuff. um and
Okay.
I would like to say also when we are talking about these things, a lot of times we felt unseen, right? Like comparing ourselves. We talked about that earlier, comparing with a model type figure or doubting that you have these certain values you can bring into the world that you have nothing to offer. Turning inward here and having like the tribe, the music, which is a type of meditation, the writing down the music, that is again like a journaling time. That reminds me of my value because I bring it here. And not because I need validation in my friends, because my friends genuinely love it. They genuinely embrace those things that I have, whether it's super amazing or not. What are you reading? I gotta know. I
Uh,
gotta know. So I wanted to say also that American did have survivors of sex trafficking, human trafficking, three of them, and one got away. And that is such an incredible story. And again, holding space for those people. These things happen to our friends. These things happen to our family members. These things can happen still today. Being aware so much. These aren't things that we just make up. Like I believe it was 2023, 8 million children are just 8 million, y'all, are just gone.
yeah.
What?
Yeah. And some of them are not just slipping away though. That's the thing. Is they're not just slipping away. I mean, some of this is happening purposefully by people that they are supposed to trust. So it's not just the unknown people, and it's not somebody off the street that's just napping these children. It's people that they're supposed to trust. And I'm going to just say this though, Jarita. I've had things to happen to me in my past that I've had a long, hard time talking about in my past because those were things that you were taught when you were young, right? You're seen and not heard. That's the how I kind of grew up. Was
Yes.
seen and not heard. So when things like this happen and you don't go ahead if you need to say.
No, my sister's here, Tammy Joe, down on Facebook. That's like
Yay.
I call her sister. We've been friends forever. We've been through everything, and it's so good to see you here. I love you, sister. Thank you for coming. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I'm going to just say Big said that's why as an adult I still have major trust issues, and that's what it does. I mean, it's you dampen that, you dim their light. When somebody that you're supposed to trust, something like that happens, even if it's not like it doesn't happen, you question everybody internally. You question everybody's internal light. and if they are truly a good person. I mean, that just kind of went all the way around, but that's just the way it is. It's like you have to wonder if these are people that you're supposed to trust, and it's not just people off the street, and it's very, very sad. It's
And
very
it even goes further than that. We know that our lawmakers and our judges and people in authoritative positions are doing these things. So again, that self-awareness extends to the physical realm, not just inside, you guys. Do the steps. I would love to have somebody come in here and maybe talk to us about how you can become aware of those kind of things. And if you all know of somebody like that or a program like that, we would love to hear from you. Again, always wanting to hear from you guys in the comments. We're very grateful to you guys. Hit the bell, subscribe, do all the things, because we're here Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central, and we are really trying to make a difference. And we're starting out with small, light subjects that are absolutely impactful and relative to every single human on the planet. Let's get Shredda. Shredda is coming into the room. If you guys are wondering who we're talking to, over here we have another stream going on Clapper. Again, all of our links are in both of our bios for all of these different places. Click all of the things, push all the buttons. We will push yours back.
push all the buttons, and we are working in the background to get everything set up for the combined unit that we're trying to create. It will be a grit and glitter YouTube. We do have that, and I can share that if anybody wants to follow us over there. We have not can you still see me, Jarita? We have
Absolutely.
not been able to activate it over here on our streaming as our group, because you have to have 50 subscribers before you can do that. So once that happens, then we'll start doing our combined group rather than doing each of our stuff all the time. So we want to make sure that you guys know that that is
We'll
something.
still appear on one of the platforms, but on YouTube, we're going to be on the Grit and Glitter. And on
Yep.
Facebook, I'll still stream from my regular Facebook, and then
Yep.
I will funnel you to the YouTube.
So that's right. That's what I'm trying to get out here, is that we are going to be trying to do some of our individual stuff, but then our combined stuff will end up going into the YouTube platform. And then we're going to also have different places for podcasts. So I do have that
It's
now.
exciting. I'm excited.
I'm so excited about everything and all the things. Even though we've had these little hiccups, and that's what I like to call them. I don't like to call them mess ups. I like to call them hiccups. So all the hiccups that we have had,
Thank you for
is
including
just
that.
helping us learn things so we can make it better for everybody else. I am putting it in there right now. There you go, you guys.
Thank you so much. That's so cool over here. If you guys are on the YouTube or the Facebook, you can just click right on it, or you can copy it down and write it over here on the Clapper. Thank you so much, Denise, or I'm sorry, American, for pinning that. We have some excellent moderators in here. Just want to say a shout out to all of them. Shout out to the listeners, and shout out to our families that are giving us the freedom to be able to do something like this and make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So do you have anything else that
I do.
Is that what you're looking at?
I do. You know how
I knew you were doing something over there.
I do have something. So,
I'm missing our mantra.
exactly. I have a couple little things. So today, like we said, is National Inner Beauty Day.
Yep.
The note that we wanted to say within this is beauty is felt, not seen. Again,
Yep.
all those things make you feel a certain way when somebody's loving you and caring for you and being there for you and sitting with you in the dark, sitting with you in the light, celebrating you. You feel that. That's what we mean. What's up, Bill?
What's up?
The mantra I would like to put here is my worth is rooted in my spirit, not my appearance. My worth is rooted within my spirit, not my appearance. And again, the call to practice, call someone who's been a hero in your life, call someone, no matter how small it was, or check on somebody. You guys don't realize how special that is to just be thought of out of nowhere. And then I also want to say tomorrow's day is National Hero Day. So that very well segues into the National Hero Day. to honor the I messed up. To honor the quiet courage within. Everyone has heroes in everyday clothes. So we're going to talk about that a little more tomorrow and kind of go around that as our segment. We do love the soft and the more heavy subjects. We have the light and the dark, the light and the dark, the light and the dark, whichever one you look who it is. It's I think it absolutely changes within the space. So I meant to say on National Inner Beauty Day, you need to write or think 5 qualities about yourself that are not
Yeah.
appearance qualities.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Shredda said something over on Clapper. Do you see his comment? It says, "Is someone with an evil, dark past still worth love if they have strived to be
Well, we
better?"
just went over that. It even says that in the Bible that absolutely your works is enough to take
Absolutely.
over all of that. It says it in every good book and it says it in every good heart. When you have done,
Yeah.
I can't tell you, I've done terrible things. I've said terrible things. I've had terrible motivations in my life before. And do you guys even
We all
peaceably
have.
see that? Absolutely not, because my works is going to show different.
We all
That's how we
have.
got here, though. Like if
Yeah.
we wouldn't have done those things and felt the way it made us feel and been convicted and had atonement with the punishments either externally or internally, we wouldn't be
Yeah.
these great lights now. We wouldn't be rippling those lights to other people that have been dark, perpetuating dark, now looking to perpetuate
Yep.
light. Why would you ever
That's
be
right.
shunned for something like that? That's the whole purpose. We all have been in the dark, have done the dark.
That's right. And that just makes your inner beauty that much more because now you've realized that you were in the dark and you're doing better. You're trying to do better. So that shows that you're trying to make those efforts and that just makes your beauty shine from within so much more. I
I
think
agree.
that's my personal opinion.
I want to
So
do something with y'all. All right. So we're going to do a little something different. And I'm going to have little stuff like this, like our little mantras that we're going to be saying, like your little practice to go out and write your things about yourself or say the things about yourself. And I encourage you to write them down or say them because again, your words are powerful. When you're saying those things out loud to the universe, I think saying them is more powerful than just about anything. But when you're saying and writing those things down to the universe, it's only going to echo and attract those things back to you and people that it doesn't just believe it's in the Bible. I'm just saying. I can't remember what we were reading the other week, but it says it's plain as day in there. um God bless, I got so off track just now, but what I want to say is the universe is a mirror and it's going to vibe that, and that vibe is going to attract your tribe and other people that are grateful, that are practicing the same things you are, or that want to practice the things that you're practicing. That's what you are going to vibrate. So with that
absolutely.
in mind, Miss Denise, I have a little thing I would like to say to you guys. So we're going to start, this is just going to be a guided reflection, okay? And if you're driving or walking or whatever you're doing, just listen to my words. You don't have to close your eyes. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Or you can soften your gaze. You can place your hand on your heart. Take 3 deep breaths with me. I always say blow your nose and take a big drink of water. One more. When you release this time, release all the tension, all the BS, and let it flow out of you to be gone into the universe and filled back with love. And as you breathe, now just regularly, I want you to think about honoring yourself. I want you to think about validating yourself. I want you to think about how you can start today to do those things, that you feel worthy of those things because you are worthy of those things. You can start right this second. All the things that you have becoming into agreement with that are dark, that you have become that are dark, release those things and know that you are on a different path, that you're looking for something different. And I want you guys for your inner beauty, for your freedom from your limitation that you've given yourself on not being worthy and not being beautiful enough. I would like you to listen to these words with an open heart, an open mind, and an open spirit. I am the light beneath the layers, the calm beyond the storm. My beauty breathes in truth and courage, not measured, not adorned. I release the walls that kept me small. I unbind the words that dimmed my flame. Every scar is a constellation. Every lesson speaks my name. I am the mirror of compassion, the rhythm of unbroken grace, from root to crown, from heart to halo. I shine in my sacred place. No limit may contain my becoming. No doubt may steal my hue. For I am not seeking beauty. I am beauty breaking through. I love you guys.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And
Take it
you
to
guys are
heart, right?
beautiful. You guys are beautiful. You
Yeah,
are this. You are worth this. And you are valid in yourself. You are worth this.
right. 100%. Yeah, just feel this when y'all do that. Like if you do these breathing techniques and things that she's talking about, plant your feet when you do it. Take your shoes
Ooh.
off. Feel it.
Maybe we could go outside tomorrow and do this. Maybe I'll take y'all outside and do something for Hero Day tomorrow. I love you, MJ. Thank you for coming over here on Facebook. Thank you, guys. And thank you for loving you. And thank you for taking a second out for you just now. And really, if you took those words in, if you really, really took those words in, and I will send those words to any of you, I hope that you know that those words are for you, of you. You are worthy of them. You are, because you were born.
Yeah. And you know what? It may not be you. You may not be feeling that right now, but maybe you know someone that might need to hear that. Might need to know that you see that light in them. If you know someone, just they may be having a rough day, let them know. If they have that inner light that you've seen in them before and you see that light burning out, let them know that they're beautiful. Let them know that it's not that outer beauty that they are showing, that they're showing that inner beauty, that they need to build that light back up in themselves. Um, just remember to do
Hey,
that. It helps. That's how you become a hero.
exactly. You know what tomorrow also is, you guys? International World Smile Day. Tomorrow is World
Oh,
Smile Day.
okay.
There's also, okay, I know this is a type of food. Pierogi, Pierogi, that day. Fluffer Nutter Day and Touch Tag Day.
Ooh.
American Touch Tag Day is tomorrow. So lots of things to resonate with. If any guys want to bring any anecdotes or any fun practices with regards to any of that stuff tomorrow, we would love to hear from you again. We want to get you guys involved. We want to get you thinking about something other than tragedy. Give purpose to something different, awareness to something different. Thank you. Thank you again.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that we're together.
Me too. It's good. It's really good.
So if you have something that you want to say, I'll let you go ahead and say your whatever you want to say, and then we will end our show with just a couple little words.
I just want to
Say
say,
no.
create your best day. And again, with your hand over your heart, with those words I just gave you, I'll just repeat. So it is, so I am, and so we rise. I love you until you tomorrow. See you.
Yes. Guys, make today the best day. It's your journey. But always remember that you can be the light for somebody else. If they're losing their light, you can give it to them. And with that, I will say, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. See you then.